Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's showing of Roaring Radio Productions.
Brought to you by Ronald, Ruth, and our sponsor, Simple Goods Frostbox Model 3.
Today, sit tight as we take you through a roller coaster of emotions as we experience tantalizing tales of tragedy and travesty. Isn't that right, Ronald?
Tragic indeed, just like the wars that are waging overseas.
With that said, don't worry, folks, because along with those tragedies, we have some whimsical comedies and magnificent mysteries. Aren't you thrilled, Ronald?
Thrilled indeed. Speaking of thrills, have you heard about the free tickets a group of people got to a nearby vacation house?
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun.
Rumor has it that there's something unusual about the place.
Oh yeah? What's so unusual about it?
There have been sightings of a suspicious figure lurking about the place. Some say that he has a secret agenda and is known as the Maze Killer.
Dun dun dun.
Hey guys, have you also been invited to this vacation house?
Yeah, man. My name is Louie. What's your name?
My name is Joey, and how about the rest of yourselves?
I'm Sarah.
I'm Linda.
And I'm Jim. Nice to meet you.
This seems awesome. You guys want to explore the house?
This house is massive. Don't you think it's a bit strange that it would just now be vacant and free invitations would be given out?
If it's something seems strange, then why would you come? This seems awesome. Let's just enjoy the vacation.
I guess you're right. I just needed to make a couple more friends, and I figured this would be a good opportunity.
You know, Linda, you're right. It does seem a bit strange, but what's the worst that could happen? Come on, guys. Let's go check it out.
Well, if you guys are going, then I'm going with you. Better in here than out there in the cold. Why is it so pitch black in here? Why did the door just slam shut?
Hold on. I have a flashlight.
I can't get this door open. We need to find another way out.
Okay, let's look around downstairs for other doors.
This place is really creepy. There's cobwebs everywhere, and everything in here looks like it's from the 1800s.
Don't be so scared of everything. Just hurry up and find another door to the outside.
Joey's right. Something about this place seems extremely off.
I'm sure there's no reason to be upset. It's all in your head.
Look, there's stairs. Someone should try going up those to see maybe there's at least a window we can climb out of.
There's no way I'm going up a creepy dark staircase.
If you guys are that scared, then I'll go up because I want to find a way out of here.
Oh, I am not going up there now. No way.
Fine, then could we split up?
Split up? Have you thought this through?
Yeah, we don't know what could happen.
Well, at least we have the lights on. Maybe we should scout around just in case there's more to this creepy place.
Good point. Plus, I'm hungry, so maybe I'll look for the kitchen.
Well, this just leads to the porch. Where did you go?
I found the library, or at least what used to be one. Wait, there's a secret shaft here. It's under the stairs. Linda, hey, I found Sarah. Oh my gosh, the fall killed her.
This was supposed to be fun. Now I'm not so sure. Are we still sure this is a good idea?
Hey, who cut the lights?
What was that? I'm not liking this at all. Joey? Louie? Where are you guys? Who is that? Jim, was that you?
I'm not even close to you. I'm still under the stairs.
Jim, I think there's someone else in the house with us. Wait, the lights are back on. Jim, can you meet me in the hallway?
Sure. I see you.
Where are the others? Joey? Louie?
Did you guys hear something?
Yeah, it was loud. Where did you come from?
I was in the ballroom. I think I know where the crash was.
Louie, I was telling Jim, but I think that there's someone else in the house with us.
What? The doors are shut. How could they have gotten in?
Maybe they were the one who closed the door or cut the power.
Are you sure about this? I mean, maybe it was the wind that shut the doors.
And the lights? And where's Joey? You said you knew where the sound was, Louie.
I'm with Linda on this one. I think there's someone here with us who's doing all of this, and we need to find Joey. Hey, lead the way, Louie.
Quickly, to the kitchen. I heard the sound over there.
Oh my gosh, what happened?
No way. Now it's Joey. Oh, God.
He was choked. Who would have done such a thing?
What the? No, somebody must be around here. I don't think Sarah's murder was an accident. Somebody must have planned that and then also killed Joey.
We have to figure out who's killing people before one of us is next. We need to look for them and end this.
I agree. Linda, grab some stuff and let's go.
I agree, Linda. Let's grab some stuff and let's go look for someone.
But what if they're already long gone? What am I supposed to grab? Are you sure it's safe to go wandering around?
Grab a flashlight and hand me that knife for self-defense.
I still think looking for a murderer is a bad idea.
We have to try, and that's why I have the knife, for self-defense purposes.
Okay, if you're sure, I'm ready.
Then we have to go quick. Jim, check around and see if you can find any clues as to who could have done this.
Will do. Yell if you need anything or if you find someone.
Oh my gosh, he has a knife.
What was that? Linda, Louie, where are you? Louie, what happened? Who had the knife? Where's Linda?
It was nothing. Let's just keep exploring this house.
Nothing. Where's Linda? I thought I heard something about a knife. Who had a knife?
I think she got lost. You know how scared she is.
But she was literally with you a few moments ago. Linda, are you okay?
Do we really need her? She might as well be dead.
Might as well be. Louie, I'm terribly sorry, but I just remembered. I have this thing I need to go to.
Oh yeah? What?
I think I need to get out of here.
And how are you going to leave?
I'll find a way. I don't want to search this house anymore, let alone with you. I'm sorry, but I'm going now.
No! You thought you could escape my maze.
Yikes, I never saw that twist coming.
As twisty as the vines of the jungle and exhilarating as the battles of war, the audience is sure to want to know more.
Even so, the show was quite horrific and is sure to leave a lasting impression. I have a feeling that I won't be going on vacations in the foreseeable future, so it's best that we rely on the small comforts we have at home for now.
What do you mean by we? I think this is a personal crisis you're dealing with.
Well, at least I won't have to worry about having to make my own desserts with HCB Easy Make.
Calling all ladies and gentlemen. Do you dread making hot cross buns for dinner?
The hours of hard work and sweat that go into it.
Boy, do we have a product for you.
Introducing the HCB Easy Make.
No more hours of hard work and preparation put into a dozen little buns.
The HCB pops out a dozen or two of these suckers in 30 minutes or less.
Guaranteed.
Let's ask the opinion of this professional hot cross bun baker.
Why, thank you. I didn't know my opinion was so valued. Anyways, this HCB is truly a lifesaver. Top of the line technology for only $7.50 at your local Sears or Kroger's.
And how does it help you in the kitchen, ma'am?
The hot cross bun Easy Make saves me countless hours in the kitchen. It gets rid of all the hard work and mess, but doesn't take any away of the amazing flavor or love put into it.
That truly does sound amazing, ma'am.
So run to your local Sears or Kroger's right now and grab this amazing appliance for only $7.50.
Now.
Here, you want one?
Wow, they are pretty good, just like the mace killer was at his tasks. The story of the mace killer is sure to go down in history, as many other infamous killers have. However, one name that might not be remembered due to his failed crime is the suspect Theodore Falls.
Apprehended by local officials, cops believe this man to be the cause of murders. After being taken into custody, 3 officers, each with a unique approach, try to catch the confession from this man's mouth. I can't imagine how intense it would be for Theodore.
Will the trio succeed in their quest, or will they fail to apprehend the true criminal? Only time will tell as we present our next show, The Interrogation of Theodore Falls.
So do you actually think he did it? I do.
I mean, all the evidence is pointing to it, but I'd like to give him some time to explain.
I just don't know. This could be a tricky case.
So, who wants to go in first?
I got this. All right, listen. We have a very serious case in our hands, and we're not messing around when we say we don't waste our time. I want you to be very clear and honest, understand? So, why'd you do it?
I didn't do it.
All right, here we go. The classic I'm innocent routine.
No, I genuinely mean it. I didn't do it. I never did anything but love her.
Yeah, you're not going to make this easy on us, are you? All the evidence is pointing to you. You were found at the scene of the crime with the blood on your hands.
Well, yes, but...
And you were found with the murder weapon in your hands, plus you had a key to the house.
Well, yes, but...
Not to mention, you had an affair with her.
Exactly. If I loved her, why would I do such a thing?
Simple. She didn't want to leave her husband for you, so you got in an argument, and in a fit of rage, you slit her throat and tried to clean it up before the cops came to the house and saw you red-handed. You feeling nervous there? We're not finished.
Excuse me, sir. I need to talk to you now. Officer, her husband has just showed up and would like to observe the rest of the interrogation from the viewing room with us. Is that okay with you?
Yes, it is. I was just about done with this guy. He was starting to grow worry warts.
Oh, Sean's not here. How is that bastard holding up in there?
You want a shot at him now?
Definitely. I'm gonna make him talk like an auctioneer at a bidding war. Hey, so how you doing? Seem tense? Anything you'd like to tell me? Want a cigarette?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's hear a story from the beginning.
It all started when she came to this bar I was bartending, and it just started with one dry martini, but I never knew she was married until 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So this whole time you were seeing her, you never knew she was married? Now that you did know she was married, you never knew she would leave you for him. So instead of her not having you, no one could have her.
No, that's not how it happened. She never wore a ring, and we never went to her house. We only went to my house or motels.
Okay, and if you never went to her house, how'd you know where she lived and had a key?
Simple. I followed her there, but it's not what you think. I saw her get into a cab with a man in a very nice suit. So I followed them to a giant house where there was a mailbox with their last name on it. They were married, that I then found out.
Wow. That sounds like that day sucked. So so then you planned your revenge on her, huh?
No. I did not plan to do anything to her. I thought she could be the one.
The one, yeah, as in the one you kill.
No, to marry her. I loved her. You think this is some joke and won't listen to me without an open mind. Then I want to speak to another cop or I'll need some phone to call my lawyer immediately.
Okay. I'll send in a softie for you and your mood swings, buddy. Just sit tight. And if I were you, I'd get used to waiting. Hey, it's this guy's time of the month. You'd be better for him.
All right, let me give this a try.
How you doing, sir? I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, sorry about this whole problem, sir.
I'm doing fine. I just wanted to get this punk locked up and put the situation to rest. Oh, I thought you'd be a little bit more torn up out of the situation. She's a very good-looking woman with respect and probably sweet other than sleeping with other men. Yeah, not the first time she abused the sum of my wealth. It happened for her own good. It always ended up going bad for her and getting her in trouble with the law and high-end businesses. Now look where it ended up this time. Well, okay. Let's see what happens for this last interview. We're only allowed with this guy one more time in holding. Let's see if he talks.
Okay, Mr. Falls, I just want to ask you a few more questions. Do you want something to drink?
I already told you guys I'm not talking until I get my lawyer.
Come on, I'm just trying to figure out what really happened. We don't need a lawyer getting in the way.
I just don't know what to do.
That's why I am here to help figure out who did this to her. All I want to do is help. So, you said you found her next to the murder weapon and attempted to help her, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And did you know the victim was married while together?
No, I didn't know for a while.
Okay. Did her husband know about how you have been with her?
I have no idea. I just recently found out that she was married.
Well, from what I've heard about you, it sounds like you loved her.
Yes, I loved her so much and I would never hurt her.
And I'd like to believe you, but I'd like to ask one more question.
Go ahead, I've been interrogated all night long.
How did you feel when you found out she had a husband?
Well, at first I was confused because her and I connected so well together.
Go on.
And I was going to ask her to marry me, but after I found out, I just wanted to ask her what we were, but now I will never know because she was murdered by some lunatic.
Well, being able to put some pieces together with your help will bring this killer to justice. Thank you for helping me.
I just want her killer to know what they took from me.
What I took from you, you should think about what you took from me. What did he just say? You heard me.
Yep, he said I took.
Get him.
What is going on in there?
I don't know, you should probably help. I'm done talking now. I want a phone next time someone's in here.
What is going on in here? Why are you all on the ground and this man is in cuffs?
He did it. He killed his own wife and is trying to frame Theodore.
How do you know this?
When she went in the room, we talked to him, and he seemed not to really like his wife, and then he admitted it out loud. Boom, case closed. The husband was mad at his wife and Theodore, so he tried to kill two birds with one stone.
Let Theodore go. He's been here long enough.
Theodore, you are free to go, and you were telling the truth, and we found out who actually did it.
Who was it, if I may ask?
It was her own husband, the one you saw he never really liked. Then, when he found out about you, he got mad and took the opportunity to get rid of both of you. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and truly sorry for the inconvenience and loss.
That's crazy. I really can't believe that her own husband would do this.
Yeah, certainly was. I don't know who would even have the guts to even hit a woman. It's truly un-American and a law that we should never be broken, especially by a significant other.
Once again, we're truly sorry for your loss, and you're free to go. Good night, Mr. Foles.
Good night and farewell. I hope to never see you three again.
My lord, I was really falling for that story at the end.
One's pride really does come before the fall.
I couldn't believe how action-filled those few minutes were. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
When immersed in such an elegantly crafted work of art, time is not the element in question, but rather the flow of words that carry the plot forwards.
Man, do you ever stop talking?
If not with speech, how else is a man supposed to communicate? Although one of my personal favorite treats, Jolly Pops, are a great way to relax my throat and cease the flow of words for a while.
Stressing out about focusing on your kids and work at the same time?
Always running out of time in the morning before you can have your daily cup of tea?
Well, we have a solution for you.
Jolly Pop is a candy that is created for those rushed moments. We created a brand of candy that lets you get your tea in the morning without all the hassle.
Simple, really. Just unwrap it. Pop that jelly in your mouth and you're ready to go.
Wow, that's so easy.
Jolly Pop is the new and improved way to start your day with some happiness. With one Jolly Pop, you will be happy as can be in no time.
And with a variety of different choices, we have flavors for the kids and adults.
So come check them out.
Found in any local store, Jelly Pops are a nickel a package. Bring them to any cinema, gathering, or even just on the go.
Jolly Pops are meant for all ages, young and old, especially during these stressful times.
So come get your Jolly Pops today.
It's probably best that you don't rely on sweets just to stop talking. What will happen when you run out of them?
A letter on Sunday? How strange.
The letter here is addressed to a certain Ronald Cress. Here you go.
Oh, never mind. It's nothing too important. Just words of comfort from an old friend to check how I'm doing. With the war raging on, it's quite important to ensure the well-being of those close to you.
Letters from an old friend? During the war? This sounds awfully familiar to an old urban legend from my hometown. This story is as chilling as the winds of the Sierra, sure to make anyone shiver.
Shivering is for the weak. Only those who allow the external forces of nature to control the body are able to shiver. Besides, it's almost 90 degrees outside.
That's besides the point. This story has been passed on for generations and generations with countless variations, like leaves on a tree. Yet my favorite telling of the story is by far the most interesting, in my opinion. Get ready for Letters Unsent.
1945, USA, in Claire's house. Dear Danny, I hope you're doing well. This house feels so empty with you gone. I hear things are getting pretty nasty over there. Please try to stay safe. This whole war is just ugly, and I'm sure Mom and Pa are just worried sick. The doctors say I might be able to walk again soon. Please write back shortly. I miss you. Your loving sister, Claire.
Dear Claire, how have you been? It's good to hear you're getting better. I'm doing well, but I agree this war is terrible. My platoon is running out of food. We have to continue decreasing our rations just to stay alive. I don't know if you got any of my previous letters, but I was just wondering how the family's doing. I heard that Ma got sick, and I hope she's doing better. Also, I really like the new skirt you got the other day. You always did like blue. Reply soon, Danny.
Dear Lily, the craziest thing just happened. I received not one, but 2 letters from Danny. How is this even possible? He died in the war months ago. This is insane. Perhaps they found the wrong body and thought it was Danny, but it was someone else? They never said what condition it was in after all. Maybe he simply lost his tag and the other soldier was carrying it. That's the only logical explanation I can come up for with this. Only he also knows personal things about my current life, like the new skirt I bought the other day. I don't want to answer him. Best regards, Claire.
Dear Claire, that's quite strange, but there has to be some logical reason for all this. Perhaps you should respond to him, find out how he knows about these things. Maybe your mother also wrote him more recently. You have been talking about needing a new skirt for a while, so it wouldn't be out of the blue for her to know which color you wanted and what to send to him. With love, Lily.
Dear Lily, he did request that I answer him swiftly. I just don't know what to say. I mean, the last I heard of him was that he died, and now he's asking about our mother. Having had time to think about it, the facts simply don't add up. I worry for our safety, but a part of me needs to know what's happening. Sincerely, Claire.
Dear Claire, apologies for the short message. I don't have much time at the moment. However, I think it's best you do respond. Please let me know how it goes. Best regards, Lily.
Dear Danny, I apologize it took me so long to get back to you. There has been a lot going on recently between the war and stress. I'm curious as to who this actually is, though. Last I heard is that you died from an infectious disease, but now you're writing me letters? So who actually is this, and how did you know information about my family? Claire.
Dear Claire, I apologize for the confusion. I am aware that this must be strange to hear, but I'm afraid I never died. A sergeant accidentally mistook another body for mine. The reason I know about your family is because I'm in your family. I don't mean to scare you or anything. I simply miss you. With love, Danny.
Okay, dear Danny, I want to believe you, I do, but I went to your funeral. I mourned for you. Do you really expect me to believe that you're back? That you were somehow resurrected? I don't know who this is, but please leave me and my family alone. We've been through enough. I don't know how you got our personal information, but please simply go away and find someone else to torment. Claire.
Dear Claire, I know this sounds crazy to hear, but I swear it's actually me. If you don't believe me, you can ask the sergeant yourself. I'm not sure how this happened, but I promise you this is me.
Dear Lily, call me crazy, but I think I might believe Danny. Or maybe I just want him to still be alive. Either way, I'm excited that you're here and not dead. It's been so long since I've talked to you. We have so much to catch up on. How are you, Claire?
Dear Claire, it's okay. I understand that this is a strange situation, but that's why I'm here. I don't want people to be sad over me being dead, when that's simply not true. The war was scary, but I had no choice. I tried to make some friends, but I didn't want to get too close with anyone, because you never know when it's your last day out here. When you're fighting for your life, you don't have time to be sad over others.
Dear Danny, how am I supposed to believe that it's you? I went to your funeral. I don't understand. I want to believe that you're alive and that this isn't some weird stranger pretending to be my dead brother. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that this is really my Danny, Claire.
Dear Claire, do you remember when we were kids and you had that wooden horse you loved so much? It was old and gave you splinters when you rode it, but Mom still had to drag you off of it. Or when Mom got sick and we had to help Dad at work and you would cry because of the sunburns you got. It's me, Claire. I know how this must seem to you, but would a weird stranger know these things? Danny.
Dear Danny, it is you. How are you alive when the man came to the door and said that they had confirmed it was your body? I was devastated, but how would anyone else know that they should have said something if they knew you were alive? Claire.
Dear Claire, I am supposed to be coming home next week after 3 years of fighting in this war. I get to come home. We have had problems with the mail. I am surprised I'm getting your letters. Mom's and Dad's never arrived. Lily's been writing to me, too, but I only got her first letter saying she was worried about you and how you were talking about hurting yourself. But I'm glad to hear you're okay. How is Mom doing? I haven't talked to them in a while. How are they?
Dear Danny, what are you talking about? I was never talking about hurting myself. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen Mom and Dad in a while either. I just assumed they were out doing something. I'm a little scared now. I haven't heard from anyone except for you and Lily for a while, and I'm getting worried. 2 months later.
Dear Danny, have you heard from Claire? She's been really out of it recently and I'm worried. She hasn't been looking too good either. I think she might be sick. Let me know if you hear anything from her as soon as possible. Love, Mom.
Dear Mom, sorry it took so long to respond. My mail system's been down for months, and I just received your letter now. Claire and I have actually been talking for a few weeks, and she seems fine to me. The only thing that concerned me was that she thought I died in the war. I cleared things up now, and she seems to be back to normal. So don't worry about her.
Dear Danny, I don't know how to tell you this because it breaks my heart, but 3 days after I sent you that letter, Claire passed away. We all miss her very much, and I wish my letters were sent because you were unaware of your little sister's death. What doesn't make sense to me is that if she died months ago, but you were still sending letters to each other, then who are you really talking to?
Dear Mom, Claire died? Oh my God. I did not expect this. Who have I been talking to for months then? I just talked to her last week, and now I find out she's been dead this whole time? I'm going to send Claire another letter to see who this really is. Dear Claire, I know this isn't Claire. You're impersonating my sister. Who is this really? I want answers, and I need them now.
Dear Danny, I'm confused. This is Claire. I've been talking to you for a long time now. How could you not know it's me, Claire?
Dear Claire, I know this isn't Claire because Claire died months ago. So I'll ask again, who is this?
Dear Danny, I don't know who told you I died, but I'm clearly writing you letters, so how could I be dead? Claire.
I know you're dead because Mom told us.
Dear Danny, did I actually die? I felt a little weird, but I didn't think much of it. This is also strange. I'm a ghost now? Oh my god! Ah!
Man, you know one thing that I really hate is war. I just really hope that the war will be finished soon, especially with all these new technical innovations being made.
I guess that might be one benefit of global conflicts, although the negatives still outweigh the positives by a lot. Speaking of technological advancements, though, I recently purchased one of the most comfortable, fastest shoes I've ever owned, called Ultimate Flyers.
Try our brand new product called the Ultimate Flyers. It has been proven to make you jump higher and run faster. They are also good for swimming. Here are our satisfied customers. I have been using these for basketball, and I have been able to dunk on a 10-foot hoop. Let me show you.
These are also great for when I am hiking because they give a lot of traction when going downhill.
And I've been able to run so much faster. Let me show you.
These shoes are also very stylish and make you stand out from a crowd. These shoes make me look good, and when I look good, I feel good.
Ever since I put these on, I've been able to jump over 2 feet higher.
You see, these shoes are totally worth it, coming at a price of only $10.
These look quite nice. Regardless, that was quite the spooky tale before.
I guess you were right that the story was chilling, even if it was only as effective as a summer's breeze.
Are you sure? You seem a little bit more than flustered.
Nah, I'll be fine. Even if I were facing the winds of Everest, warm clothes and a solid foundation is more than enough to block out the gales. Speaking of cool and frosty, here's a message brought to you by our sponsor, Simple Good.
I'm so tired of having to cook with all the warm, slimy, rotten food in my pantry, or even worse, throw them away.
Well, have you, by chance, heard of Simple Good's all-new Frost Box?
No, I have not. What does it do?
Using advanced technology like vapor compression, the folks at Simple Good were able to innovate the market with the newest electric refrigerator.
Something smells fishy. Does it really work?
Well, that rotten smell might be coming from your pantry because the Frostbox Model 3 works like a breeze. It almost feels like you're bringing the Arctic straight into your home.
Wow, that wind is so refreshingly cool. But what can I put in it?
Anything you wish. Meat, fish, vegetables, leftovers, beverages, the list goes on and on. If it can fit in your pantry, it can fit in the fridge. And everything will be ice cold when you take it out of the frost box.
Maybe it will keep my food cold, but will it really make my cooking better?
Do fresher ingredients make a better meal? If the answer is yes to that, I'm sure that when that oven dings, you will see nothing but satisfied smiles on your family's face. And if you don't believe me, why don't you try it yourself?
Wow, this really does work like a charm.
This magical contraption can be in your home today, all for just $70.
Say, that price is incredible.
Just go to a local Simple Goods appliance store. Again, get Simple Goods' newest electrical refrigerator, the Frostbox Model 3, at your local Simple Goods appliance store today.
This is the greatest appliance I have ever used in my life. You won't regret it. Okay then. Well, thank goodness that the letter I received wasn't from a dead friend.
How can you be so sure? Well, we used to have an audience to entertain. Say, have you seen the hit story in the newspapers recently? It seems like some sort of situation has occurred at a nearby hotel.
No, after the first story, I don't want to go anywhere near a vacation destination ever again.
Although I cannot confirm it with my own two eyes, the papers report an incident has occurred at the, what was it? The Hornbook Hotel?
Ah, here it is in the papers, you silly goose. You must be talking about the local Thornbrook Hotel. I've driven by that hotel before while running errands.
Indeed, that's where it was, at the Thornbrook Hotel. It seems like a group of adolescents are planning to spend the night resting there, only to find an unsettling sight.
Very intriguing. I wonder what they found.
All will be revealed as we listen to the tale of the haunting of Thornbrook Hotel.
What do you think you're going to get for the trip souvenir?
We should all get matching rings.
I like the pink ones. We should all get the same color.
They're like friendship rings. I love them.
We should agree to never take them off.
Yeah.
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 Did you see Mr. Lancaster's grades for last semester? I think he failed almost everyone.
I swear, I'm going to kill someone if my grades are low for this next semester. I have to get into Yale.
I think he failed me too, but so did the rest of my teachers. I didn't think anything of it.
Well, that's okay. I'm sure it'll all work out.
I can't believe he failed me. I had to go talk to him about this. Someone's upset.
What should we do now?
Let's walk around the lobby. There isn't much else we can do. But that should be fun.
I'm going to go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
I'm going to go get something to eat from the room. Anyone want anything?
Any kind of sweets, please.
Meet us back here.
Finally. Oops, this isn't our floor. This is floor 13.
Oh my god.
I wonder what scared William so much. Oh, right, the snacks.
Gosh, what took you so long?
Sorry, I accidentally went to the wrong floor.
Thank God, Shannon, you're a lifesaver.
Oh my, what are all these people doing in the hallway?
Oh my lord. I'm not sure. Let's go check it out.
What happened?
Mr. Lancaster is dead.
Maybe we should go check out the drama to see what's actually happening.
That's a good idea. Let's go back upstairs to see what happened.
Wow, look at all the cops.
Do you guys want to hear a funny joke Anne told me on the bus here? Why did the thief wear blue gloves?
Why?
He didn't want to be caught red-handed.
Wait, I don't get it.
Never mind. You never get any of my jokes anyways.
A crime has been committed and you guys want to tell jokes? Let's see if the police will give us any details on what happened to Mr. Lancaster.
Whoa, what do you think happened? There's so much caution tape.
Someone must have really not liked Mr. Lancaster.
I have an idea. What if we looked for the person who did this?
Wow, Stephanie, you actually have a good idea for once.
I think we should start to assemble clues. Maybe that way we can figure out who did it.
I think that's a fantastic idea. We could split up into groups. I can lead one and you can lead the other.
No, I think we should stay as a group. I mean, there's a murderer loose, and we are safer as a pack.
Okay, fine.
Would this be a bad time to make a joke?
Yes. So we're splitting up. I'll go left.
No, that's not what we agreed. Shannon, please pay attention.
We are staying together. Does anyone have any ideas as to what might have happened to Mr. Lancaster?
I do.
Okay, what do you think happened?
Well, I was on my way back to you guys when I passed Mr. Lancaster's room. There was a lot of yelling, and then William stormed out and slammed the door. It was super quiet after he left. And then I realized my ring was twisted, so I fixed it, and then I met up with you guys.
Well, then I also have a clue. I think it's William.
Yes, that makes total sense. William hated Mr. Lancaster, and you heard him. He was failing the class.
Let's go to Mr. Lancaster's room to see if we can find anything incriminating.
Wouldn't this be enough? I mean, he seems guilty to me.
That is a good idea, but I don't know what we'll find. I'm assuming the cleaners found him, so I bet they cleaned up a lot of the evidence.
I agree with Deborah. Let's just go check it out. I mean, we might find evidence, and even if we don't, it's not like we're making the situation worse.
Okay, fine, let's go. And hope this murderer doesn't come back for anything.
Relax. I'm sure the murderer won't want to kill you.
What about me? Will he want to kill me?
Maybe. I'm joking. He won't kill you either.
Oh my, let's just go before anyone changes their minds.
Okay, guys, it's this room. Try not to act too suspicious.
Nice going. That wasn't loud at all.
Let's just keep going. Just try not to be too loud.
What did you just do?
Sorry, I didn't see the trash can and I walked into it.
It's fine. Just put it back and try to be more careful.
Okay, okay.
I don't see anything unusual.
Me neither. Maybe it was all cleaned up.
Looks like it. We should just go.
Wait, I think there's something here, right by the trash can. I noticed it when I went to put the trash back.
Oh, what is it?
It's small but shiny. Hold on.
The killer must have dropped it when they were cleaning up.
Dying to know what it is.
It's a ring. Wait, it's our ring. One of the ones we bought.
Everyone hold out your hands right now. Prove it's not one of ours. Look, here's mine. Shannon, okay, you have yours. Susie, yes. Stephanie, okay.
Of course, this is ridiculous.
There's no way this is one of ours.
Rose, where's yours?
I must have taken it off earlier and just forgot to put it back on.
Or you're the killer.
I mean, you have been disappearing a lot and you were super quick to blame it on William.
Me? Are you joking?
Well, I was, but she's not wrong. The evidence does seem to point at you.
And didn't you hate him for being the only teacher not to give you an A? You lost your grade because of him.
Yeah, but...
Oh no, Rose, please tell me you didn't.
It was an accident. I swear I didn't mean to.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
How could you do this, Rose? I know you hated him because of your grades and all that, but what would drive you to do all this?
I didn't think it would have worked or ended like this.
What do you mean you didn't know what was going to work?
Okay, I'll admit it. I was mad at Mr. Lancaster for making my grade go down. So while you guys were at the gift shop, I stopped by this old herbal shop next door. I asked for a sleeping herb that would make anyone fall into a deep sleep. After I came back, I realized that you guys didn't even notice that I was gone. So when we went back to the hotel room, I said I was going to the bathroom when I really went to Mr. Lancaster's room. When I got there, he had just ordered room service, which was the perfect time to give him the herb. After he ate it, he started to choke and turn red. I panicked and ran. I didn't think he would be so allergic to it. I was going to give it to him and find a way to manipulate him to change my grade, and then he would wake up. I didn't mean to actually kill him.
You realize that's still attempt at murder, right?
Come on, guys. I knew it was an accident, but now we can all change our grades. Not only that, but we get a new teacher altogether. See, I did us all a favor. Come on, Shannon, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I really don't.
Stephanie, you know what I'm saying. Come on, you must have a joke for this situation.
No, Rose, this is serious. No more jokes.
Deborah?
Rose, you messed up big time. I don't know how to help you. I'm sorry, Rose.
That was so horrifying. It's hard to believe that something like that could happen in our own town.
You never know what strange things could be happening right before your own eyes.
I think that's why some people need to get away on a vacation every so often. I've recently just toured a spooky mansion that was quite thrilling.
Are you stressed from work in an overbearing family? Are you desperate to get away and finally have a break? Here's your chance. The Mace Mansion is the perfect place to relax and escape for a bit, or even forever. We'll be dying for you to stay with us on your next trip out. A killer vacation you'll never forget till the day you die. This lovely night away in this mansion will only cost you $4. A price that may sound large, but you wouldn't want to be a cold fish and miss this chance at something big. Have some free breakfast in a classy fashion in modern hallway, overlooking the vast mountains in the middle of nowhere. See our newspaper article for details about booking once-in-a-lifetime stay before you kick the bucket. Or you could just call us at 284-437-2932. Again, that's 284-437-2932.
But enough about me. What vacations have you gone on recently, Ronald?
Last month, I went on a vacation with my grandma to a tropical island. It was so peaceful and the locals were so nice and helpful.
Oh, that sounds like a really relaxing vacation. But I don't think you're ever going to be able to relax on a vacation again after this story.
Really? Why is that?
This story is all about a person who goes to an island to relax and get away from the city. They meet a couple of locals on the island and befriend them.
That doesn't sound so bad. I did the same thing on my vacation.
Yes, but there is something a little strange about this couple.
What do you mean by strange?
I guess you will just have to wait and listen carefully to our next story, Mystery at Hemlock Island.
Jay arrives at Hemlock Island after a long journey and docks his boat. There are hardly any other vessels on this mysterious island. Not much is able to be seen. Jay begins to walk into town and a paperboy approaches him.
Oh, would you like a paper? Only a nickel.
Jay walks into a small inn and is greeted by a friendly, elderly couple.
Good evening, lad. What can we do for you today?
Would you like to try one of my famous hot cross buns?
I'll try the buns tomorrow, but for tonight, I would just like a room for one, please.
Of course. We'll get that for you right away. If you follow me this way, I'll show you to your room.
Thank you, sir.
Jay sets his luggage down and hits the hay, exhausted from his weary travels. He wakes up, startled.
Who's there?
Silence. Jay turns around to see the shadow of someone else's shoes through the gap of the bottom of his room's door. He reaches into his bag to retrieve his pocket knife.
Who is there? Reveal yourself.
When he glances back, the shadow is gone. For the rest of the night, Jay is left tossing and turning and hardly gets any sleep.
I gotta get out of bed.
He gets ready and heads downstairs for breakfast, where he's greeted by the familiar, smiling faces of the elderly couple.
Go ahead and sit anywhere you'd like, and I'll get your breakfast started.
So what brings you to Hemlock?
I've been sailing for some time now, and I just need a place to get some rest.
A sailor, eh? I thought you were just another one of them tourists.
Get tourists around here?
Oh yeah, it's our off-season right now. That's why that island's deserted.
Well, why did they come here? My apologies, but these islands seem a bit plain.
I'm surprised you haven't heard the rumor, Sonny. The islands are haunted, or that's what the tourists seem to believe at least.
Jay remembers all the peculiar things that happened to him last night, but dismisses it as he doesn't believe in ghosts or the paranormal.
If there are ghosts on this island, they came from Hemlock, an island about 30 minutes away.
I sailed past the island, and it looked like it was in pretty rough shape. I remember going past a prison. Is it still operating?
It shut down years ago, thank the Lords.
Sorry that your meal took so long. Usually I have some help in the kitchen.
These are our famous hot cross buns. The tourists all beg for her recipe, but she won't even tell it to me.
These are made fairly simply, but they do include a secret ingredient.
These are delicious. Thank you.
Anytime, darling.
I may be mad, but I want to go to prison later today.
Young man, are you out of your mind?
Sir, I'm a very curious individual.
Have a safe journey, and I suspect that it'll be a long one for you. Do you have any idea what you'll eat?
Actually, no, sir. That has not crossed my mind.
I'll have my wife bake you up some hot cross buns.
I would appreciate that. Thank you, sir. She's quite the baker.
Of course, if you need anything, just come to my wife and I. You seem like a kind young man. I'll bring the buns over once they're done.
Sounds good. Once again, thank you, sir. Let's see what I remember from those silly elementary school ghost stories. I should pick up a thermometer to catch if the temperature falls, a notepad to write down observations, and a camera to take pictures of my findings.
Jay walks back to the dock, ready to set sail.
Not too stormy out today, only some fog and relatively calm winds.
Jay arrives at the island and docks his boat and starts to walk around the prison.
How the hell can I get in here? Here we go. Now let's see what this thing reads. 25 degrees. That's a bit chilly.
Jay stumbles across an old and squeaky elevator and decides to test it out.
Amazing how this old piece of crap actually works. Floor 3, please.
Jay stumbles around the floor until he finds the warden's office. As a joke, he knocks on the door.
Time for one of these delicious buns.
Jay wanders into the warden's office and sets down his bag of hot cross buns. He wanders around trying to find a restroom. Jay arrives to the warden's office after finding the restroom, and upon arrival, he notices that the buns from the bag of pastries were missing. He grabs a thermometer and reads the room at 15 degrees. Immediately after, Jay hears the creaks of a rocking chair going back and forth. He realizes now that there is a ghost in the room with him.
Come out and show yourself. Where are you?
With a hesitant voice, Jay slowly creeps towards the chair to see an outline of an old man who wears a black studded suit and a gold watch. The figure then slowly stands up with a crossbun in hand and proceeds to make his way towards the desk.
Why are you here, boy?
I am on an expedition. I came from the nearby island. Who are you, to be exact?
I am what remains of this abandoned prison, the keeper of this place.
So you're the warden. What happened to this place? Why is it shut down?
This place used to hold many historical prisoners of our time, but after a sneaky inmate had managed to escape from my grasp, I had no choice but to shut this place down for good. Since then, my presence has not been able to leave, all because of my guilt for letting that wretched prisoner escape.
So that's why this place is haunted. I'm deeply sorry for the trouble. If only there was a way to free your soul from this place.
The only way I will be able to feel at peace is to have that cell of that once known prisoner occupied and locked for good. Only then will I be able to have served my purpose as the keeper of this building.
So all I gotta do is find the ghost of this kept prisoner? Doesn't seem too difficult to say at the very least. Where would I happen to locate this cell exactly?
He points to the map behind Jay, showing him where the cell would be. It's very hard to make out the locations on the map, as it is very faded. There's a distinct marking at the bottom of the map.
You will find the cell deep down that way. I suggest not going there, for you will only find gruesome sights, lies, and deceit.
With all due respect, good sir, I didn't come all this way just to turn around and cower.
Final warning, boy. I will only do what is right and turn away from this place.
Look, I'm not doing this only for my curiosity, but for you as well. It's time you leave this place and go wherever your spirits go after death.
The warden takes another bite out of the hot cross bun and decides to let Jay go, knowing very well that he's unaware of what's about to happen.
Very well. Good luck then. Don't say I didn't warn you, boy.
Without wasting any time, Jay finds the stairs leading to the underground parts of the prison and runs down. As Jay's footsteps fade into the depths of the jail, the warden grabs another bun with an evil smirk on his face and follows him. Jay arrives at the cell and is hit with the most wretched stench the moment he arrives.
This all stinks. When's the last time you cleaned this?
When the prisoner escaped from here about 30 years ago.
What was the prisoner's name?
Thomas Mowbray.
How did they escape?
Pull up that tile, and you will see.
Jay enters the cell and removes the tile. He sees a hole big enough to fit a man through, with cobwebs in it.
Hey man, what are you doing? Let me out.
No, you wretched sailor.
Let me out.
My purpose is complete. I am no longer feeling the guilt I once had.
Hello? Hello?
Greetings.
You're the escaped prisoner?
Yes, and who may you be?
I'm Jay. I've heard about you. Why are you here and how'd you escape?
A long time ago, I was tricked by the couple who owned an inn. When I was younger, I was locked up here because the couple tricked me into doing their dirty work for them. The couple would give their guests warm pastries and treat them well, only to kill them after.
I got the pastries you're talking about.
What they did not tell their guests, or anyone for that matter, is that the pastries were mixed with drugs that made it harder on the police to track down the cause of death. They gave their guests pastries and treated them with kind hospitality so that they would least expect their murder.
Am I gonna die soon?
No, the drug's only purpose is to confuse the police, not harm the individual who consumed it. I was the baker's assistant. They told me that I needed to put the drug in, and at first I did not know what I was putting in, as I was just following orders. One day, the police found this drug being imported, and they went to many shakedowns of places they thought it would lead. They eventually came to the inn, searched me, and found it. I got sentenced to life in prison.
Whoa. So I was next on their list.
Sorry to break it to you, but most likely, yeah.
The warden trapped me in here. Can you show me the way out?
I will help you escape. I tried to dig west, as you can see. I ended up dying because the warden discovered the hole and tried to find me, but couldn't. He covered up the hole, trapping me in. I had no clue or why. Anyways, I was just one man. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't undig the hole. Now that we have twice the manpower, we should be able to get out.
What about the cell bars? I'm sure you locked them.
They're rusty. Just ram through them. We also have twice the manpower for that. Alright, now on the count of three, we go into the bars. 3, 2, 1. There we go. You know your way out, right?
Yeah.
Great. Get the couple arrested. Let justice get served, and I'll be at peace. And if you need anything, just come by.
You're not coming with me?
How do you think people will act when they see the ghost of an escaped convict from that long ago? Do me and yourself a favor and keep me out of your mouth. I don't want the company, and you don't want the press and attention.
Well, it was great meeting you then, Thomas.
You too. Have a safe journey.
That was not what I was expecting.
If there's one thing that today's tales have taught us, it's that life is full of unexpected twists and turns. Expecting anything less would be foolish.
That is true, but one thing that will never change is the satisfying fizz of my favorite soda, Fizz.
Wow, I am so thirsty right now. I wish there was something to drink.
Well, today's your lucky day. Introducing Fizz. Fizz is a cherry vanilla flavored soda pop that will have you wanting more. Here's some real customers trying this product.
Wow, this tastes amazing.
It's delicious. I love it.
This is super tasty and refreshing.
You can buy this amazing beverage for only 10 cents a bottle. Made here in America, Fizz is the next big drink. Hot day? Grab a Fizz. Need a little pick-me-up? Grab a Fizz. Made with natural caffeine, Fizz will get you up and ready to take on the day. Get yours now at your local convenience or grocery store.
Fizz just tastes so good and very, very sweet. However, like I said, that couple was the exact opposite of sweet.
These stories are so realistic that I'm starting to wonder if the old couple I've seen before are the same ones that are described in the story. The two seem so familiar, yet I could have sworn that.
Oh, don't be foolish. This is only a fictional story. There's nothing more to it.
I guess it is possible that my imagination is altering my memories.
This story was quite suspenseful. It would make anyone doubt their past. Yet, if you look closely at the details, it's quite obvious that there was something wrong about them.
If only I could travel back in time to explain this idea to myself.
Don't be too down. Wish we could travel through time, yet these things are just not possible.
Perhaps one day, a century from now, we will be able to alter the clock, just like they have altered the land a century before us. That sure would be a miracle.
Oh, someone's calling. Let me pick up real quick. Hello? Hi, I'm Ruth of Roaring Radio Productions. Oh, your name is Ronald? I have a friend who's also called Ronald. Huh? You are that Ronald? But he's right here. What? You're telling me that you're from the future? That's a bunch of baloney. Even the newspaper has better jokes than that. Sorry, but I don't talk to strange people like you.
Just who was that?
Someone claiming to be you from the future, but I'll believe it when I see it.
We live in a world where most people don't even have cars, and this man claims he can travel through the time?
Unbelievable, right? Although I do remember reading a story about time travelers a couple weeks ago, and I almost thought it was real.
Please do tell.
I don't exactly have the best memory, but if I do recall correctly, the story went by the name of Back in Time to Save Humanity. It went a little something like this.
In the year 1950, in San Jose, California, the governor and the government were working on passing law. This law would ban the eating of animals and animal products, so people now have to become vegan. Most people in the city loved eating meat, so they were outraged. There were protests against the law, and there were protests for the law. Everything was getting out of hand. The government ended up passing the law, so Travis and Jones decided they needed to take matters into their own hands. Travis, who was a great scientist, got to work and after weeks of hard work built a time machine. Jones, who was Travis's friend and in great shape, would be the test dummy. So one day of April 20th, Travis would send Jones into the future. Travis and Jones were both very excited and nervous. Jones slowly stepped into the time machine, and as Travis slammed the door shut and sealed it, Jones began to worry.
What if it doesn't work? What if I end up dying? I might not be able to get back.
Shut up and let me worry about that.
In truth, he does not completely know how this will turn out. Travis turns the time machine on, and immediately there are flashing lights, and the machine is shaking, and there is a loud ringing noise. Travis told himself, which was somewhat true, however, not entirely, then proof. Just like that, a blink of an eye, a huge light flashed, and then the machine was gone. He almost forgot to check on Jones. Travis invented special telephones that could contact each other through time travel, so Travis called Jones.
All this was supposed to happen, Travis told himself, which was somewhat true, however, not entirely. Then poof, just like that in a blink of an eye, a huge light flashed, and then the machine was gone. It actually worked. I did it. I'm the greatest scientist to ever live. Travis was so excited he almost forgot to check on Jones. Travis invented special telephones that could contact each other through time travel. So Travis called Jones. Please pick up. Please be okay. Travis muttered to himself under his breath.
We did it, bro. We actually did it.
You mean I did it? All you did was be the test dummy and survive, said Travis jokingly. Then they laughed and congratulated each other.
All right, enough chit chat. Let's get to business. How do I collect evidence, then get it back in the time machine and make it back?
Well, I hate to have to tell you this, but the time machine is broken. You will be stuck there forever.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm just playing, but seriously, the time machine is going to need a fix. It shouldn't be too bad because wherever you travel should have an advancement in technology. First, find out what year you are in.
Hey, kid, what year is this?
The year is 2001, and my name isn't Kid, it's Jaden.
Okay, thank you, Jaden. Hey, Travis, did you hear that I'm in the year 2001?
Wow, that's amazing. 51 years into the future. Ask the kid where the best auto repair person in town is.
Will do, Travis. Hey, kid, do you mind taking me to the best auto repairman you know?
Call me Kid again, we're gonna have a problem. But yeah, I can take you there. I'm assuming it's for that weird looking machine you have there.
Yes, that weird looking machine over there is a time machine, and I have to get it fixed.
Do you think I'm stupid or something? Time machines don't exist. Are you from the future?
No, I am from the past, the year 1950. Okay, anyways, let's get going. I gotta get this to someone who can repair it, then go collect some data.
All right, let's get going.
Then they walk away and go to the auto repairman.
Hello, sir. Can you fix my time machine if it needs some repair?
Hi, I'm Lucas. Do you think I'm dumb, son? There's no such thing as time machines.
Here's my ID. You can check.
Oh, I see. I'd be more than happy to try and repair it for you.
Awesome. I'll call Travis over and he'll give you instructions. In the meantime, Jaden and I will go get some evidence. The future is much different than I had expected. Everyone is shorter and skinnier, and I'm going to have to find a doctor to find the height and weight percentiles.
I know a doctor that could give you that info.
Then they walk away to the doctor.
This guy's crazy. Just tell him you're getting the charts for you, son.
All right, cool.
What's up, Jaden? Who is this tall man you brought me here today?
This is my friend Jones, and he wants to gather the height and weight charts to see how his son compares.
Sure, here they are.
They get the information and go back to the shop.
What's up, Lucas? How's the repair going?
I have some good news and some bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
The good news first.
The good news is that we have fixed the machine. The bad news is that we had to send it to someone to get it fixed, and on the way there, it got misplaced.
This guy's an imbecile.
I have a few areas that I think the time machine might be.
Like where?
The exotic laboratory in downtown.
Okay, let's go check there.
Jones, Lucas, and Jaden head over to the laboratory and check for their missing time machine.
All right, guys, listen up. Jaden, you look in section A of the building. Lucas, you check in section B of the building, where they keep their high-tech technology. And I'll go check on the top floor of the section C. Okay, go.
20 minutes of looking go by.
Hey, I found it.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't know what I would do if I lost the first and only time machine.
Well, you might have found it, but it belongs to me now.
Jaden, isn't this the doctor that you took me to earlier?
Yeah, it is. Doctor, what are you doing here?
Well, me and my men saw your time machine and knew we had to have it.
That's not gonna be able to work because I need to get that. Because I need to use that to get home, show the governor the information, and get that law removed.
That sounds great, but you're not going to be able to do that if you're dead.
Whoa.
And Jones is dominating the fight and taking out the men.
No.
Well, not the one I wanted to die, but it works.
That's it. Now that he's been taken care of, I'm out of here.
Nice meeting you.
Wow, I'm back. I'm finally back.
Yeah, finally, you had me worried.
Were you worried about me or your time machine?
Mostly the time machine, but some of you.
Here's the evidence. Let's get it to the mayor.
Okay, let's go.
And they got in the car and drove away.
All right, here we are.
Hey, what are you guys here for?
Well, I know this sounds crazy, but Travis made a time machine, and I went into the future, got some data, and brought it back here, so we can show you that so that we can convince you that this law will eventually hurt our population.
Well, as crazy as it sounds, I believe you. Travis is the greatest scientist our city has ever seen, and I've always wished time travel would be invented. But let's get serious and show me this evidence you've collected.
Here's a copy of the height and weight percentiles of 2001. This type of color copying hasn't been invented yet, so there's no way that this could have been fake.
Oh, I see. The people are on average 5 inches shorter and 30 pounds lighter. This is a pretty big problem.
So what are you going to do about this?
I could reverse the law, but many people have been angered by this. I don't know if I should be changing laws left and right.
All due respect, sir, but you do have something. This is your job. You have seen the evidence that proves this law will harm people. Sometimes, Mr. Mayor, the best thing that you can do for someone is to tell them what they don't want to hear. You have to do something that people might not like, but this is what's best for them.
Okay, fine. I will do it, despite some of the backlash.
Later that day, at public service announcement by the governor.
Some people have pointed out the law that about everyone has going vegan might not be the best for everyone. So I've decided to strip that law and go back to letting everybody eat what they want.
Thank you and have a great day.
Yay, boo.
Yeah, woo.
Although spectacular, I do believe such magical machinery is not possible.
That's why it's fiction.
But perhaps once we fully understand the inner workings of the universe, we can decode the language of time.
Although we can't create time, we can still save time, and that can be done with better and faster transportation, such as wearing Strikey's newest shoes.
Hey there, want to get your hands on the hottest shoe on the market, literally and figuratively? Strikey is not just a normal shoe, but does so much more. It is the first shoe that can strike matches for any occasion on the sole or any problem. But boy, nothing beats it more than a nice cigarette. It goes great with any brand. Marlboro, Lucky's, and good old-fashioned Cools.
What is so special about Strike?
Well, let me tell you a little bit more about them, son. It is an all-new type of shoe. It's a regular shoe, but has a sole surface of a striking match.
Cool. Where can I get one? And how much do they cost? I want a pair.
Glad you asked. They are very reasonable price for only $5.
Where can I get a pair at?
Down at your local liquor store.
Now remember, these are not to be sold to anyone under the age of 15, and sizes and colors may vary on the store you visit.
Now remember our motto, lace 'em up and strike 'em up.
That's why Strike is a must-have.
But in the meantime, seeing as it's almost time, we hope that we've provided another thrilling episode of tantalizing tales of tragedy and travesty.
Filled with a myriad of mysteries, murders, and mind-boggling madness.
All brought to you by Ronald, Ruth, and our sponsor, Simple Good.
That's it for today, and until the next time we meet, stay safe.
Bye!